Hey everyone, it's your girl Maddie here, aka Beavermosh, and before I get too into the video, wanted to thank my latest patron, John W. John W., thank you so much for this support. It's so appreciated, it really helps the show, so thank you, thank you, thank you. And the reason we're here, I wanted to talk to you about Infected Seed from the Treviso, Italy based Miasmic Serum that's coming off of Chaos Records. And this is the band's debut record, and this is some very old school death metal. I mean, no nonsense, straight to the point death metal that thematically really likes the idea of like poison, venom, and bite and all that fun stuff. Vocals may not be everyone's cup of tea, goes for a very traditional, very old school approach, but I think I like what the more thrashy hardcore style brings to this record, kind of differentiates it from every other death metal record out there right now. This is a very death metal record, yes, but it also has a punk edge to it too, just that energy and unbridled aggression that I am really into here. Near Death Visions brings these thick, muddy, barreling bursts of guitars, and the tone has this particularly grinding, murky sound that I'm all into. The vocals have a much more very old school, I think late 80s, early 90s kind of possessed deicide approach. Just pure aggression coming out of the vocals. While definitely going for a more meat and potatoes death metal approach, they avoid ever sounding stale or cliche. A lot of variation in riffing ideas. Consistently pack these quick songs with so much. It never fails to be exciting. Mortal Training brings us these more wicked, brutal, chromatic tremolo. They just sound so good and disgusting, mixed at with some more crust-oriented drumming. This is nasty in the best way possible. Jason Netherton, formerly of Dying Fetus, currently in Misery Index, brings guest vocals here. And let me tell you, the dual attack is devastating, bringing these gang vocals for just pure brutality. The solo here just screams at you, like almost literally, these screeching bends and racing fretboard acrobatics, but never is too indulgent, just says its thing and then gets back to it. On Immortal Entity, we get this more chromatic, chugging, tremolo attack. It's cutting, it's tension building, it's unpolished, and again, showcases that this band has so many tricks up this sleeve, and it kind of creates this jittery effect that makes the music sound even more diseased than it already had been. Do you know that thing that death metal bands do where the guitar will play a fast, barreling riff, and it'll just be the guitar, and then the drums and the bass come in and do a dun, 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 and then the thing just like explodes then into a solo? Yeah, they do that here. It's a trick I've heard 1,000 times before, but here, the effect wasn't lost on me. It feels fresh every time I hear it. When they do it, it doesn't sound overdone. It just sounds so fresh and new and exciting, and they can do the cliche things here because they execute it so well. On Lethal Bite, I think the band's punkish tendencies really come through with this digging riff style, the drums going for a more grinding approach, and of course the shouted, more pissed off vocals, and I think it works really well here. The band incorporates these low to nasty tremolos so well in a way that's memorable, even hook worthy, while being so aggressive and disgusting. It's fantastic. On Brain Walls, listen to the pure hideousness coming off of that snare, just incessant abuse, just this clinging sound, throwing some ringing cymbals, and this is some sick drum work. The band incorporates some slower, mosh-ready parts with these thick, pounding guitars that are sure to get everyone's fists in the air when they perform it live. I like these slashing grooves on Lost Control. The band has a great sense of rhythmic attacks using syncopated patterns with various drum fills and riffing patterns to always kind of create this unsettling approach. I love the short bursted puked vocals here. Just feels like you're actually constantly being bitten by a snake, a quick bite, being injected with the venom that the band is constantly talking about here. On the title track, they again go with this guest dual vocal thing, this time bringing in Fiore Stravino of Fulci with this ferocious back and forth that I'm so here for. And then they bring a huge change of pace here with this more mid-tempo, doomy solo. It's mournful and melodic. I didn't see that coming. I really like being surprised. Honestly, they end the album on a cavernous, gloomy wall of sound with trickling melodies, this dual, morose vocal attack. Honestly, they left the most interesting, exciting bit for the end, and that's really cool. This thing is quick, doesn't overstay its welcome. Every track is filler, just pulverizes you straight to the point, and then gets out. This is a dynamic record with riff idea after riff idea, never sounding stale or dialed in. They just find new concepts to inject after new concept, and then it just sounds great. The tone here I really enjoy. Anyone who loves old school, and I mean old school death metal, and wants a modern record taking that approach, give this a listen. I really enjoyed it. And hey, those are my thoughts. If you like this video, hit the like button. It'd mean the world to me if you consider subscribing. I have a Twitter you can follow. Link to that is in the bio of this YouTube channel. Leave a comment. I love getting to engage with those. Thank you to my patrons. Yes, I have a Patreon. No pressure to give financially, but if that is a way you want to support the show, I put exclusive content there monthly. Keeps the channel more sustainable. But I am so grateful for you just watching and you right there. Keep it metal. My name is Maddie, aka Beaver Mosh, and I'm signing off.